Footytips.com.au TV.
G'day everyone, welcome to round 24 of the NRL. It's footytips.com.au TV. My name's Jimmy Smith. This is the very happy Lana Taylor. G'day, Lana.
Yes. Hi, Jimmy. I am very happy. Rabbitohs win over Manly.
Oh.
All you people who tipped it there with me, well done. Well done.
Yes, congratulations to the both of you. That's been fantastic. Last week you picked up 5.
Yeah, how many did you pick up, Jimmy?
I picked up 5.
Oh, Jimmy, you needed to pick up more than me. There's only 2 weeks
That's
to go,
true.
and
But
you're 3 behind.
That's right. I can still win, and I won't surrender.
All right.
Like the British, like Winston Churchill.
All right.
Never.
Well, we might have tipped the same this week, so we'll see what happens.
We won't.
All right.
Okay, let's go to game 1. It's the Bulldogs up against the Storm. What a cracker of a game.
Finally, a Friday night game that's worthy of a Friday night game.
Oh,
What was it,
well,
last
hey,
week?
Last week, Storm Eels, Broncos, Bulldogs, 2 of the best games you'll see on a Friday night.
No, what about Knights Panthers?
That was a week before. That was a Sunday game.
All right. Well, there's been some bad Friday choices. Anyway, great game. I'm very excited about it. Really wasn't sure which one to tip.
Right.
And
Who'd you go with?
well, I'm going with the one that I would prefer to win, just from the whole grand scheme of the ladder, and that is the Storm.
Right. The interesting thing is apparently Craig Bellamy might be resting players. Steve Turner and Matt King still out, but the speculation is that to give his side a bit of a break, they've already secured the minor premiership. You would think they're going to beat. I think
bad
it's the
move.
Titans. Well,
What? The minute he started resting players, the wheels have fallen off the Storm.
yeah, okay. So, all right, Craig Bellamy. I know he watches.
I'll call him after the show.
I'm going to go the Bulldogs as well because I think they didn't play well against the Bronx last week and still got the cash. There's a bit of steel in that. Well, there's a lot of steel in that side. So I'm going to think at home they're going to get the biscuits, and that's going to be it's just such a great warm up into the semi-finals. The other game on a Friday night is the Knights up against the Cowboys. This one at Energy Australia Stadium. Can they do it? They're in disarray. No Kirk Reynoldsson.
I said last week that I didn't think they could go any lower, and then they did. They got smashed by the Panthers.
They did.
I think they'll go lower again this week. I think they'll lose, and I think they'll definitely pick up the wooden spoon.
The Matty Bowen and Jonathan Thurston show rolls on.
Yeah.
They are superb, great to watch, and I think they'll get the cash. I agree with you. 5:30 on Saturday down at Shark Park. It's the Sharks up against the Titans. The Titans, they are incredible. Johnny Cartwright's done a great job, but Scotty Prince-led Titans just keep winning.
And we tipped that one, Jimmy. I think we were both pretty happy with that tip last week.
Very happy.
And I'm going to go with them again this week because I think they've got more to play for than the Sharks. And the Sharks have just been hurt with those small losses. I think last week really hurt them going down to the Tigers by 1 point.
And they were, for all money, they were there to win that game. I mean, you could say the same for the Tigers, but they just didn't close out, and they just haven't got points in them. In saying that, they did score some of the great tries this season last week. People say they're not an attacking side, but they did attack well. But I agree with you 100%. Titans, more to play for, and as a result, I'm going to go the Titans in that one. The Roosters up against the Panthers. This used to be a grudge match, of course, 2003 grand final, but very different stories this year.
It is, and we thought the wheels would fall off Freddie's express train last week, and they did, and I think they're going to remain off. I actually think the Panthers will take some great confidence out of their thrashing of the Knights, even though it was against the Knights, and anyone can beat them at the moment. But I think they'll win.
Frankie Pritchard, Michael Jennings, quality footballers. Michael Jennings especially, he is one to watch.
Yeah.
Defensively, a few question marks, but in attack he is brilliant. I think that the Roosters will bounce back. They weren't that far away against the Titans. They have a lot to play for. It's going to set up a great game in that last round against the Rabbitohs. So I think at home, the Roosters will get that one.
So we've got a few different already.
A few different, no.
Yeah,
Well,
Storm
all right,
Dogs.
2, yeah, all right,
yeah,
okay. We'll get to that. Getting ahead of ourselves. Warriors Seagulls, quick pick.
Warriors.
Yeah,
Wade
Warriors.
McKinnon's back.
Wade McKinnon's back. I didn't know he was not there last week. Yeah. That hurt. Broncos Raiders on a Sunday. That's at Suncorp Stadium at 2 p.m.
Broncos.
Yeah, Broncos, despite the good win from the Raiders last week.
They can only win at home.
Every one of my all-ups. Thanks very much, Scotty Logan. Now, why don't we go to 3 p.m. on a Sunday afternoon to Leichhardt Oval, and let me say, where else would you want to be?
Let's all go to Leichhardt Oval. I might prefer to be at Telstra, actually. Well, of course, I'll be tipping a Rabbitohs victory here. If they can beat Manly, they could beat anyone. And I'm very confident that we've got the same team going around. It'll be fantastic. And with actually Dave Faulongo back in the side as well.
Oh, Dean Witters will be there, will he? He's, of course, at the Judiciary
He's
tonight.
at the Judiciary, but yeah, I think he'll be there as well.
Okay, well, there you go. I think it's just going to be a fabulous game. It's going to be a fabulous setup. 22,000 people is the ground record. If they can squeeze any more in, then they'll be able to do it on Sunday. It's just going to be a magnificent atmosphere. Hopefully we get a great game, great day. From a football point of view, the Tigers, they've still got some weak spots. Benji on the wing. It's an experiment that Timmy Sheens finds the positive.
Mr. Sheens, please keep Benji on the wing.
Oh, there you go. Some insider trading going on here.
That's my own point of view.
I thought last week the Rabbitohs were outstanding in the second half. They had a lot of possession, but they just knew that they had to win at the 80th minute, and they got in front at the 73rd minute and just stayed there. I thought it was a fantastic win. But in saying that, Lana's told me I can't tip the Rabbitohs because I've tipped them the last 2 weeks and they've won. I tipped against them the last 2 weeks and they've won, so I'm going to tip the Tigers. Plus, I need to get the point up. I think it's going to be that close, though.
It will be close, but definitely a Bunnies victory.
There we go.
Looking
Monday
forward
night.
to it.
Monday night, you can hear it on Triple M 104.9 in Sydney. It's the Dragons up against the Eels down at Wynn Stadium. For the first time we're going down there.
Yeah, well, we know the Dragons can lose down at Wynn because the Rabbitohs beat them there, 2 weeks ago, so it's not a huge fortress for them. I think the Eels just are too good and the Dragons just not good enough. I mean, they got beat by the Cows last week.
I really liked what I saw from the Eels last week in defeat, and I know that sounds funny, but that was one of the most impressive defeats and they've had in wins this year. They've been less impressive.
Absolutely.
So from that point of view, I liked what I saw. There's a bit of steel coming into the Eels, which wasn't there previously. I'm going to go with the Eels in that one as well.
Good tip.
Lana, thank you very much. Lana, if you could just clear up.
All right, we've got the Storm, Cowboys, Titans, Panthers, Warriors, Broncos, Rabbitohs and Eels.
Okay, mine are the Bulldogs, the Cowboys, the Titans, the Roosters, the Warriors, the Broncos, the Tigers and the Eels. So how many different?
3 different.
3 different, right. It could
you
be
need
all
to get
square.
all of them right. Could be all square.
Could be all square. You could be 6 up.
That'd be exciting.
A tip?
Final tip. This is for maybe some players considering retiring or for anyone considering retiring. Better to go when everyone wants you to stay than to stay when everyone wants you to go.
Oh.
It's a nice one.
You're talking to me? Do I take something from that?
You should.
Okay, Brad Fittler said that he had a golden egg up his arse earlier this week in relation to his whole career and so forth. So this is one for Freddie and for my little friend to the left here. You're right as you look at it. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Everyone's talking semi-finals at the Rabbitohs, but let's not get ahead of ourselves.
I've been talking semi-finals.
Until next
week.
week.
Been taking it week by week. I don't know what you're on
great.
about.
Give me another cliche, quick.
Right, see ya.
Another cliche, come on.
You got to be in it to win it?
Yeah, that'll do.
All right.
Very good.
Thank you.
Oh, dear.
Footytips.com.au TV.